Hi guys, One Awesome Edge here. So I figured I'd do a new video since I've got quite a bit accomplished since the last one. I actually did do another video, but I recorded it upside down, and rather than try to fiddle with software to flip it over, I figured I'd just redo it. Okay, so the first thing you can see here is I built this unit that's gonna hold my water, which is right here, of course. And you may ask yourself, well, that looks weird because it's just one solid wall. Well, I have to buy a jigsaw, and when I buy a jigsaw, in fact, I'm gonna go get one when I'm done making this video. Once I get the jigsaw, I'm gonna cut a couple holes right there, and one below as well, a large one below, and then this piece will be solid because I don't need to access the water container that way. And my storage containers, actually not storage containers, my drawers, I'm going to get some Sterilite drawers. I'm thinking I'm going to get some Sterilite drawers and stick them in this area right here, and that will cover the back part of this, so I don't have to really worry about that. But the only problem is I need to fit some base cabinets here that are 16 inches wide. And that's going to give me, this is about 40 inches from this wall all the way to the edge. So that's only going to give me about 24 inches left. And the storage drawers are looking at were 12 and 5/8 each. So that's over 25 inches. So I might have to figure something else out. I don't know. Maybe I'll build it. I'd rather not. I'd rather just buy something pre-made. And the plastic's light, so that's something to consider. Getting back to this wall thing here, I originally wanted to have this not have a bunch of screws all over it. But basically, in order to have that happen, I would have to add 3 or 4 steps more to building it to, you know, drill the pilot holes, put the glue down, screw it down, undo the screws when it's dry, and put some dowels in there, sand it off. And the reality is I'm probably going to be the one looking at it more than anybody else, of course, so it doesn't really matter that much. Not really. And if in the future I get bored or whatever and I want to take the screws out, I can always redo it later. But all of these need to be polyurethaned because they're going to get dirty if I'm not careful. So, I'll come over here. This is my counter. As with my this part that's going to have cutouts. This part's going to have cutouts too. I'm going to put 2 or 3 drawers here. But I need the jigsaw again to do that. On the far edge, you can see the blue under there. There's going to be a cooler down there. So I'm going to have to do that. I'm going to have to redo that because the cooler is not tall enough as it is. And I also have to be careful because I'm also putting this shelf unit above it. And I want to have the door of the cooler come open. So I'm not sure how that's going to work for access. I might have to change that around to make everything smooth and efficient as possible. Take this off here. So as you can see, there's drawn some lines. I don't know if you can see that. There's one there. That's where the cooler is going to go. This second section is going to be where my Coleman Power Pack stove is, which is a really good stove for van dwelling. It's nice and big base, but it's flat and low, so it's not one of those ones that are going to fall over all the time. I'm going to permanently mount that to here. But that only leaves me with between this and that for prep area, because my bowl's going to go right here. I bought this bowl today, and I know it's a little bit small, but I don't think I really need a big sink. I'm mainly just going to be using spray bottles and stuff like that to keep the water usage down. And I might need to bring out a towel or something, but so I'm gonna try that. Worst case scenario, I just take it out and put a bigger bowl in. Just cut the hole bigger. As you can see on either side, that side and this side, there's a gap because I had a heck of a time getting this piece of plywood in here. So the only way I could really do it is to cut it short, and then later I'm going to glue pieces on so it goes flush right to the end wall there. I'm going to have quite a bit of storage under here, probably about 6 or 8 inches of height I can work with. And I also need to, I'm going to screw this down so it's solid. One other problem I ran into, see if I can show that here, well, probably not, but under here there is all this space, and I didn't really know what to do with it because it's kind of dead space, but I just put a large Amazon order in. One of the things I bought was a propane hose for my stove because I want to use little green bottles, but I don't want the green bottle to be stuck on the stove up here. I want it to be down below. So in order to do that, you have to use a hose, but the only hose that'll work is 5 feet long. So I'm going to put all the extra length of hose in that gap down there. That should work okay. Once this unit is built here, that storage area, I'm going to build some more storage shelves along here. But I got to be careful because I need to make it so that I can get this out easily. And I don't want it to be too deep. I want it to maybe go that far from the wall because otherwise it's just going to be too congested with all this storage everywhere. And I won't have easy access to the counters as much as I want. So, managed to keep this part clear of screws everywhere. I just have some screws on the side here, and you can see my woodworking skills aren't the greatest. There's a gap. This one's nice and close, but down here there's a gap, but I can live with it. It's not the end of the world. And I'll have to fix this hole here. This is supposed to cover up. I'm putting a piece of kind of a laminate plastic thing over top of this. That's actually like a fake wood grain. I'm not so sure I'm happy with it now that I think about it, but I already bought it, so I'm probably just going to use it. And that's going to go on top to make this water proof. And the van's quite messy right now. I'm going to have to clean all this stuff out pretty soon. But that's the way she goes when you're working in it. So, I'll give you a bigger view from back here. I'm right against the door now, the partition wall. So, I think that's about it, guys. My battery on my drill is dead again. I need to charge that more often. Otherwise, I'd be doing work right now. Anyway, I'm going to go to Walmart and buy that jigsaw. And take care of that. So, take care and have yourself a good night.